What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Woody's Workshop. Today I've got another 335 diesel. This car has a check engine light, doesn't run very good. It's got a bunch of particulate filter faults, SCR faults, NOx sensor faults, all types of faults. So I'm going to be doing pretty much a complete restoration of this thing. Carbon cleaning, water pump, thermostat, getting rid of the DPF, belts, harmonic balancer, glow plugs, pretty much everything. I know I've already covered some of those in some previous videos that I've made, like my glow plug video that I'll link right here, hopefully, if I can do that. So I've covered how to remove the intake and stuff like that, kind of a preliminary process to doing the carbon cleaning. So in this video, I'm going to outline specifically a more detailed version of how to do the carbon cleaning, the walnut blasting procedure, and everything that entails. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Alright, so I've got the intake off, and as you can see, this thing is pretty carboned up. It's pretty bad. Just to give you some context, like this runner here, there's a dime. Not much. I mean, there's a lot of carbon in there. So that's the intake side. Here is the valve cover side, pretty much what I expected to see. The swirl flap runners are not nearly as bad. They're just really, really black from all the oil, but they don't have any carbon, just the valve cover runners. So at this point, I'm going to pull the valve cover off and get ready to start doing the walnut blasting. I'll probably send out the intake to get it cleaned by a local cylinder head shop. They'll sonic blast it or sonic clean it or whatever, and they do a really good job, get everything cleaned really nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the valve cover off now. Okay, so here's the intake runner with the valve cover off. There is a valve somewhere down there. You can see the amount of carbon is just pretty ridiculous. That's just on this side of the runner. If I could, this side's not too bad. Yeah, it's mostly just gunked up oil, and it's really hard. It's so black, it's hard to get it to focus in there, even with a flashlight. But here is the intake. Oh. You can see that one's pretty bad. Here's the valve cover. So at this point, I'm ready to start the walnut blasting process. This is what I've got. Got a Harbor Freight abrasive blaster. I think it's like 80 bucks. It comes with a just a little short stubby nozzle. I put on this big air wand, put some heat shrink on it to make sure it seals up nice and doesn't have any leaks or anything like that. I also bought these little guys here. These are 3D printed by some guy on eBay, and they are the vacuum adapters. So you'll see once I get started, but essentially you put these in the runner. Each one has its own profile for each port. You put these in the port, attach your vacuum, and then in the other hole you stick your walnut blaster wand in there, and then you just go to town. You will need a pretty decent shop vac to do this. I would recommend cleaning it out as best as possible before you use it, especially if you're planning on sifting the walnut media. Once you suck it out, if you want to reuse it, you can sift it and get all the carbon clunks out of it and reuse it. It's not super expensive, but I like to reuse it if I can. One thing I want to show before I get started is if you still have your fan in place or you don't have the correct tool to turn the crankshaft, don't try and turn the engine by the camshafts. I've seen people do that before. That's not really good practice. So what you do is you put a jumper wire. Any jumper wire will do. You put it on the signal terminal of your starter solenoid, and then you can jump it straight to your battery cable back here, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. If you're doing this type of job, hopefully you know how to do this. So you jump it to your starter solenoid, and this will allow you to turn your intake valves to where they're both pointing up. I guess I'll try and show this a little more descriptive later, but so like cylinder 1 here, I've got both my intake lobes are up, so that means my valves are closed. So I'm okay to go ahead and blast these 2 ports, and I don't have to worry about filling the cylinder with walnuts. Now if I were to go and jump over to cylinder 2, you can see the lobes are down, which means the valves are open, which means I would not want to attempt to blast this with walnut shells right now, because I would fill the cylinder with walnuts, and that is not something that you want to do. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and get all my rig set up, and I'm going to start blasting. Alright, so I cleaned both my runners on cylinder 1. I'm ready to move on to cylinder 2. I'm going to go ahead and bump over the starter to get the intake cam lobes pointed up on cylinder 2. Obviously watch your hands here, you don't want to lean in here and do something. Get your fingers snagged up. There we go. So now I've got my intake lobes pointing up on my cam, on my intake cam. I'm ready to start blasting cylinder 2. All right, I've got all my intake runners cleaned. I'm gonna do my best to show you what that looks like. It's really hard to see on the camera. I can try and show you what one of them looks like. You can see the valve in there almost, just barely. You can see the edge of the seat. But yeah, so I'm done with that. I've been working on the valve cover runners. I've got them super clean. No carbon left on those. You can see how much I've removed. And this is just from the intake. I'm sorry, just from the valve cover, not the intake. The intake I send out to a local cylinder head shop. They clean it for me. It's much easier and faster than me trying to clean it myself. This is what I use to clean the valve cover runners. With a fine wire brush on a die grinder. Works really well, saves a lot of time. Unfortunately, it makes a mess. You can see I was wearing gloves and it's still, you know, just absolutely disgusting. Look like a coal miner, but kind of comes hand in hand with the job. I got a kind of a Hitler mustache, but it's you know, just one of those jobs that you're gonna get dirty cleaning up this much carbon. Wow, that looks really bad. I look pretty stupid, but anyways, this is probably where I'm gonna leave off on this one. I've still got a bunch left to do on this car, so I'm not gonna go ahead and put the valve cover back on or anything yet. I've still got to do a bunch of other stuff, so I think I'm gonna leave this video off here. As always, if you found this helpful or you liked the video, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you next time.